It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see this team's leader at quarterback. He's fifth in the NFL in passing yards entering this week. Great game in store for y'all, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to... We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
It's an option right that begins this drive. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 31. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll run here on first down. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
From the 48. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And they're going to have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion here left. On first down, they'll run. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Throw left side, complete. They get 13 on the pickup, and it sets up first down. They're throwing it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Hand off to the back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Throwing now on first down. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun. He completes it in traffic. and 10 now from the 39. Throwing now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll give them a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Goal to go, they're passing. Oh, he's out of time, and they drop him. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. Another try following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down. So they send out the field goal units and try for 3 on this one. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The 12-year vet strikes true, and that will get them on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Has this at the 6. And look at this return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's right from their memories. They head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? When you throw that pick early, you've got to flush it. The defense helped with that, holding that offense on the other side to just a field goal and giving this offense now some hope as they take the field again.
From the 42. Catch made over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And a 1st down.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. More coming up after this quick break. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
He's got a man left, and this one doesn't go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26, and they'll have first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Pass play on 1st and 10. That one's complete over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Trying it right side with Allen. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. He's dropping back to throw. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They're going play action. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll throw to begin this drive. Brought in right side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 38. He beams one deep right side. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun here. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. On now comes their punter. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. He breaks a tackle. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. This offense ready to get going again now. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be a first down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Hits his running back. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Complete beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Play action on first down. Bails out of the pocket quick. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Third and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 28.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Back out runs their offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash your defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball will go right over their head.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 47. Finds him on the slant. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. They send a receiver in motion right. Still sticking with the passing game. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Broken up by a big guy at the line. So it'll be 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
At their own 40-yard line.
Back to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We've reached halftime, and neither team can seem to find an edge thus far. 6-6 our score. Now we're on to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman ready to bring us the EA Sports Halftime Report. All yours, Coach. Take it away. And with no halftime report this week, it seems, we're going to get right back to the field for the start of quarter number 3. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. He stopped on the return at the 27. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
17 at the 20-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Throwing now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these out cuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with, and the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Hits him on the in route. The ball's out, he lost it. And it's a turnover, the defense has it.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like?
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. He'll throw it. Throw left side, complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead. Lone back gets the handoff. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing now, off play action. It's a little too much into this one. That's too high, brings up fourth down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
Okay, we know that every one of these NFL games, well, they can take a life of their own every single weekend. Some are high-flying with lots of points. Others, like this one, they're a grinder. And when you're in a low-scoring game, every one of these kicks is important.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense getting set to go. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36. He's got it over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Catch made over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. They are throwing it again. It is caught left side. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run here from the gun. And he's going to fight his way down to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They give it to him again. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
To throw it on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard at the 23-yard line.
From the 23. That one's complete over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a gain of 4. And it'll give him a first down. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown! So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Kicking team out to try the extra points. Extra point sent right down the middle. And his guys take a 4-point lead. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Another drive coming up for this offense. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Pass play on 1st and 10. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 35 out of that one, and that'll give them a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. They have the ball. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Finds a man, right side. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Setting up a throw. Complete beyond the marker. He has the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys push their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Now outruns their offense to take over. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. And they could really use a good one here. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go, 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Back to throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Looking to the air here. And a man is there to knock that away. That one vehemently swatted away. And now they face 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives them the 1st. They put a receiver in motion right. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back to the well again. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. 7 yards on the run. That sets up an easily attainable 3rd and 1. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Now a give to Allen, running right. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal. They go play action here. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond a field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Their offense ready to take the field now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Connects with the open man downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. It's a huge pickup on the play. And they're going to have a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys trail by 6. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll throw it. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 29-yard line.
Here he is to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Back to throw. Hits him on the in route. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Cut near the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Man in motion here. Setting up to pass. Buys time. And it's a touchdown in the final minute. He's in. And now an extra point will give him the lead and maybe the win. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Fielded at the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. They've got 1st down from the 31. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Complete out to the right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Right up the gut. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. That one is good! And that, folks, is your game winner!
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
He puts one through the uprights, and now he'll send it towards the other end zone. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
To throw here on first down. Catch made over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. One final shot here. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. This celebration begins for our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.